Call the owl, the shadow hour, when bells went thin and low. And Madam Midnight kept her books where only candle flames would show. In old Salem by the salt marsh, where the winter winds cut hard, a witch named Willow kept her silence like a prayer beneath the yard. Willow wore a woolen shawl, ash gray over blackened days, dark hairpin with iron combs, a pale moon shadow in her face. Her hands were up from mortar roots and herbs hung from a beam. She knew the names of fever grief and all that folks would call a dream. In 1692, doors were barred and fiesta thick as bread. Neighbors whispered over cider while the Puritan wives knelt and said, "Truth is here and truth is sharp, but truth got twisted into lies." As every glance became a blade beneath the magistrates' cold eyes, she heard the talk of covens, of omens in the tide. Yet the louder men denied her, the more the night stood by her side. The stories are true, the stories are true. She rose through the fire and the smoke and flew from the stake and the roar and the hands that would bind. Willow broke free and left the world behind. At the meeting house they read the names of parish full of dread. A constable with a raw red face declared what must be said. Confess, they told the name you sin, kneel down and save your soul. Willow lifted up her chin and answered soft, but oh, I have tended your children, your mothers, your sick beds in the cold. I have fed you weak with peppermint and yarrow from the fold. If kindness is your crime, then write it with your iron quill. But I have never served your darkness, only the earth and her will. A widow in the back half cried, a child stared with widened eyes, while the elders watched the Bible verses like stones against the skies. They dragged you to the common ground where pitch and timber were set. If light a midnight fire unseen whispered, not your final death. The stories are true, the stories are true. She rose through the slide and the smoke and flew from the stake and the wood and the hands that would bind. Willow broke free and left the world behind. They tied her to the burning stake with rope of hemp and braided fear. The crowd was close enough to smell the tallow, sweat, and winter beer. Willow closed her eyes and breathed the burst smoke, bitter fin, and thought of hidden cedar rooms where healing first had once begun. When the flames came up in orange sheets, she did not curse, she did not scream, only spoke the names of river reeds and every herb she known by dream. Then the wind turned sudden eastward, hard as judgment, quick as prayer. I swirled high around her shoulders and the onlookers blinked at air. A shape, a shadow, then a lift, like ravens rising from a bow. And Willow, bright with fire and light, vanished from their lawless now. No map could mark where she had gone, the war and pie in the sky.